Hello everybody, Sifd again with another SNKRX run, and today we're gonna be doing another viewer suggested run. Let's maybe get the mage here if we're lucky. I guess we're not lucky enough again. Let's go with the classic build, it doesn't really matter, and later on we're gonna sell whatever we find. So the build today is gonna be an attack speed focused mage build, and yeah, there was also a Reddit link, and the Reddit link said to go into New Game +0, while the commenter told me that if I go to New Game +5, I could get a full team. I mean, I don't know what exactly to follow. I will go with the easier choice here, as this is gonna be a looping build. Therefore, we will try to get as many loops in as possible, and the fastest way to do that is to go to the easiest difficulty setting, so that I can get the build running as fast as possible. And also having few units is gonna prove valuable here, because you will see a lot of things actually care about the buffs getting put on specific units. So Arcanist is part of the build actually. So because specific items have to get hit, not specific items, specific things have to hit specific units, like the enchanted, like the build is gonna have a fairy in it too. So I want to have few units to be able to actually buff the units that do matter. So the idea here is gonna be to mostly go into the mages with attack speed related items and having complete control over the whole area with AoEs, and also with the Psychino, keeping everybody at one point in one spot, as we will have so much attack speed that it is said to have 2 or even 3 Psychino circles in the stage at the same time, maybe even more, and nobody should be able to move at all. That is the plan, at least. If that is the reality of things, I don't know. None of these is actually part of the build, so let's reroll here, maybe find something good as our first item. We did not find anything good as our first item, so I guess we will go with intimidation. Here. Let's go for the level 2 units. Magician is actually part of the build, which one could say might be the worst unit of this build. But still, I'm gonna keep the build as it is. What we really do care about is having a bunch of AoE and just mages. Magician is Magician's not really a bad class per se, but the only downside with him is that when he gets to level 3, he gets that passive that says he becomes damage immune for some seconds, but he does not attack while being damage immune. That part is which is the bad part. Psychic could also be picked up for now. Merchant, yeah, I'm gonna go into the mercenaries to pick up some coinage, although mercenaries obviously not part of this build at all. And because I'm gonna be looping, I don't think I'm not sure if mercenaries are 100% of the time gonna be needed. But the thing is, because I'm gonna be looping, I can actually afford to pick up some mercenaries early, get as much coinage as I can, pick up half the team, and then after I start looping, I can start throwing them away and to try to find the units I want. Now that we also got the possibility to level down the shop, it's gonna be a lot easier. You know what? Psychic is not part of this build, so might as well throw him away for now to just pick up a dual gunner here and get some movement speed, as the dual gunner is the fastest movement speed providing unit in the game with 160 something % movement speed boost as far as I know. So whenever you find a dual gunner, pick him up. If you don't have anything better to go for, you could have obviously better things to go for it, like synergies or whatever, but if you don't have synergies yet and just want one basic good unit overall, pick up the dual gunner, as it pretty much means just give movement speed to your train. It is as if you... it's as if the game tells you, do you want to lose one unit? And not even lose it, because dual gunner does actually do some damage, so do you want to circa lose half a unit to gain 25 or 60% movement speed? I would say yes. Actually, it's not 6% movement speed, it's a multiplier. None of those is for our build. Let's reroll here, maybe find something for our build. Nothing again. Let's reroll one more time. Vulnerability is part of the build, and it's always nice to have vulnerability with us, so might as well go for that. Cryomancer is not part of this. Let's just stick to 15 and get some income here. I lost a bunch of money for the rerolls there. Haven't found a single related yeah, a single build item other than vulnerability. Although even the vulnerability isn't really a build item, it's just an item that is really useful and good. Intimidation is also one of those items. The straight up you do damage, and it's a good items. This build will not have anything defense related, so I will not go for the classic infesting strike plus meat shield or whatever, or even silencing strike. So there is gonna be a high chance that enemies are gonna straight up destroy us after loop, I guess 50? Not loop, level. After level 50 I have a very high chance of dying, but it is what it is if it happens. And also, where are my mercenaries game? Magician and archer, and let's just go on here with our 25 income. Still haven't found my second mercenary. Obviously, as I am actually not rerolling to find them. But what is more important? To get more income or to get mercenaries online? Which are gonna give you more money in the run? I don't know. It depends. It depends how fast you find the mercenaries. Because if you're gonna reroll, if you're gonna waste 10 coins in rerolls to gain the mercenaries you're not finding, you are pretty much throwing away 2 income. So theoretically speaking, you just have to find 2 coins to get your money back. But if you waste 20 coins and don't find a single merchant, then you are toast. Then you're toast. Archer, 47, yeah, let's go down to 40. Gambler, we have found our mercenary to start picking up some coins. Scout's not part of this build, and he is also pretty... Archer is also not part of this build, but he's leveled up. Swordsman's definitely not part of this build, so let's throw away Swordsman to also get some more movement speed, as he is actually one of the ones that reduces movement speed. Gambler is not really giving us movement speed, but he, as far as I remember, Gambler is not one of the units that reduce your movement speed, so just throwing away the warrior, the swordsman, and picking up the gambler, that alone is gonna give us a movement speed. And at this point I will start gaining a bunch of money to be able to reroll items, and after that reroll units, etc, etc, etc. And then the build is gonna begin. I feel like the Arcanist is reminding me of the last run we did yesterday, but this is gonna be a completely different run for sure. Uh-oh. Okay, Arcanist is gonna destroy the yellows, as that is what he is doing. That is his job, that is his power. Let's gather. Nice, we got the coin at the very last second there. Nothing here is for us. Let's reroll. Nothing here is for us again. Let's reroll. Nothing here is for us. Give us something that I actually care about. Don't do this to me, game. Do not do this to me. Wow, divine punishment. Based on how many mages you have, I think that's not part of the build. Yeah, it's not. Let's continue. I hate it, I hate it. Reinforce. Reinforce is part of the build. And chronomancy is too. Mages cast faster. Let's go for reinforce first, as it's also gonna give us 30% attack speed to everything, while this thing is just gonna give 35 to mages. And we will find chronomancy later. But you could say, yeah, I was about to say, you could say, yo, Sifd, you don't have enchanters. No, 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 no. Luck is always with me. Let's throw away the archer. I know he does damage, but actually Scout's level 1. Yeah, Scout, you have to go. Squire, join our team. Magician, and let's stick to 40, and let's go. Now I got 10% attack speed, movement speed. No, attack speed, damage, and defense. I'm almost one-shotting everything here, as enemies also take 10% more damage and also spawn with 10% less max HP right away. So the items we have gotten right now are pretty decent. The next unit I would like to pick up would be a Chronomancer, as I want to have 2 enchanters to also be able to pick up the passive that says if you have 2 enchanters, then one of your units gets 99% attack speed. Nice avoidance there. I see the orange, I see the coins, I got the YOLO in before the round ends. I'm not gonna... yeah. Obviously, all the coins got dropped in the end. You know what, let's throw away 10 coins to get 10% boost on everything. I think that would be the most smartest idea. Maybe more smartest would be... maybe it would be smarter to maybe just gather the coins and get some income, as these waves are pretty easy. But the difference was gonna be only 1 coin. So let's not risk everything for 1 coin difference. Let's continue rolling. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a long run, so the time you can see, the duration of the video is most likely gonna show you how far away we went. So theoretically speaking, if it's like 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes would be I didn't loop. Psychino is part of this build actually. So I think Dual Gunner has to go. I think the time has come. And then after that, it's the Archer's time. And then after that, I think we're done already. So Dual Gunner, you're off. Psychino, you're in. Let's hope... You know what? Let's level this thing up so we go to 60 coins. And at this point... Yeah, let's hope we gather enough money in time. I think I'm not gonna... I'm gonna try to maybe avoid completing the build too fast, as I don't really want to lose yet. So yeah, I'm first gonna throw away the Archer, etc. if I find some other mages that do actually do damage. Let's see, Ceremonial Dagger is gonna carry us if I pick it up. Now dies. No, I'm gonna reroll here. Nothing of the sorts. Centipede, full wind speed, no. Echo Barrage, no, not really though. Magnetism, Last Stand, no. Chronomancy, found it. Mages cast faster, very nice. It's one of the better ones. Usurer, could pick up the Usurer, but no, not really. Let's stick to 70. Magician, and let's stick to 72. So right now I have 2 slots which are not really important to me. Or 1. It's definitely the Archer's 1. I think I have 1 slot that's not important to me. Important meaning, when I say important, I mean I would like to be able to keep my mercenaries for as long as possible. As the more money I have, the easier it's gonna be to get my items. The only thing I really want to do is pick up my items. After I'm done with my items, I should be able to just, you know, gather my money slowly and reroll my units. At some point I'm gonna complete the run anyway. Archer, why did I pick up the Archer? Well, whatever. Let's stick, yeah, over here where 91 is pretty decent. And now we're gonna go to 100 plus. Yeah, the income is coming along, so we are pretty safe with what income is concerned. With what income is, for what income is, I don't know. I don't know the correct way to use those words. For what income is concerned? Whatever, doesn't really matter. Psychino still hasn't gotten the extremely high attack speed I'm hoping for him to get. What I should do though is definitely level up Chronomancy in those next stages. So, looking forward to that. What is this? Let's see. Yeah, this I don't know what this crisscross coin is. When I see it, it feels like it is a coin that's gonna give me more than a coin, so maybe 2 coins. But if that is true, or if it's just my fantasy, or is it reality, then I don't know. We won, nice and clean. Let's see if we can get something good out of this. 124, Gambler. You know what? Let's level up Chronomancy at least once. And let's also level up Vulnerability, as those 2 are really strong. Theoretically speaking, now I should be able to cast even more faster. So the first half of the team is most like right now we're missing a fairy, which is also gonna be part of the team, a chronomancer, which is also be part of the team, and pretty much those 2 are the most important missing aspects here. At some point I'm also gonna pick up an Elementor, and also a Magician and a Wizard. Actually, I have the Magician. I think a Wizard is missing. I think an Arcanist is missing too, because with the crazy high attack speed, having an Arcanist spawn 1000 spawns is gonna be also very strong. When I say Arcanist, I mean Illusionist, right? Because the Arcanist, I already have an Arcanist in our team. I think I meant the Illusionist. Awakening, yep, 100% attack speed to random mage every round, very nice. This is also part of the build, so let's give that to everybody, and let's also get that done. As I said, units, wow, the buff went into the... Yeah, the buff definitely hit... The buff definitely hit the elemental, the Psychino here. So I don't think any unit's gonna be able to move at all. He says, and the right next second enemies start spawning and moving. Yeah, and this isn't even the final form of this. Imagine having a fairy give the boost. Imagine having a fairy giving the boost here. Even more of a boost, that is. I'm telling you, in the end we're gonna die from blues. Just wait for it. Just wait for us losing from blues. As if that's news to anybody, but whatever. Everybody knows we're gonna die from blues. I don't need to announce that. Maybe if somebody's watching this for the first time, he knows. He doesn't know, but... is intimidation part of the build even? No, not really. Vulnerabilities, but intimidation isn't. So, let's level this thing up as it's gonna stay. Romancer doesn't state. Squire. Archer. I don't know why I picked up the Archer there. Canist. Let's go. Archer's gonna go, for sure. Archer is the next one that's gonna go. The moment something appears that is part of the build. Let's hope the Fairy is gonna be the next one that appears. Let's roll around. Although, to be honest, what I first would like to get is the Squire leveled up, if possible. If possible. Seems like the Psychino got the buff again. Sometimes we're lucky. Sometimes we just are lucky. Look at this guy. Look at this guy stunning everybody with his looks. And I can even go close and use the Psycho Orb to strike the enemies a bunch of times. I see the blue there. Yep, gracefully dodging everything. I'm so ready to see the Psychino keep everybody at bay forever with infinite attack speed. Enemies not being able to move. So one of the suggested items was Unleash for 1% more 1% more stats on the nukers per second, although I don't even have a single nuker yet. I think I will dodge the Unleash and I will most likely go for the bigger area size, because the bigger area size affects pretty much everybody. Cryomancer still. Squire, very nice. Let's stick to 112 to maybe get some more rerolls in. Well, seems like the Psychino did not get the buff today. Okay, who got the buff though? Oh, it seems to be the Magician, Mage, whatever he's called. As I see, he's casting pretty often. Oop, 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 yep. Look at this. Very nicely done. Didn't get a single coin, very nice. Nothing, none of those. None of those. More, none of those. Echo Barrage, could go for it. Could go for it. But not really. Let's continue. Lucky Strike, I could go for this to gain a bunch of money. Should I try to go for a bunch of money? If I get Lucky Strike, I can start throwing away the Mercenaries. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Lucky Strike here. I'm gonna go for Lucky Strike, so yeah, the moment the Artificer appeared already, so I guess Archer, you have to go. Artificer, your time to join. I don't know whether Artificer is part of the build, but it is, so he joins. And I'm pretty sure Chrono is gonna come along in a bit and throw him out of the team too, so it is what it is. Let's go down to Hundo. Silencer, Dual Gunner, whatever. Wizard is also part of the build, right? Yeah, Wizard is, Magician is, Elementor is. So Wizard is part of the build. I mean, what am I gonna not pick first? Let's see, the build is Artificer, Arcanist, Elementor, Magician, Fairy, Wizard, Chronomancer, Squire, and Psychino. So that are 9 units. I'm gonna throw out the Arcanist and the Elementor for my first 2 units that I'm missing. So yeah, let's throw away the Artificer. Yeah, let's throw away the Artificer. I mean, he's tier 3. I will pick him later down the road. It's gonna be easier. I found the Fairy too. I think it's time to start dropping the Mercenaries. Yeah, let's drop the Gambler first. Pick up the Fairy. I mean, it's not like they are gonna save us or anything. I'm gonna keep the Merchant for as long as possible. But the moment something appears that I want, I'm gonna drop him most likely. Maybe I should have already have dropped him. Yeah, it was definitely a mistake dropping the Artificer to keep the other guy in. But I think at this point we are powerful enough to... Yeah, look at this. Look how fast this guy is attacking. Nothing even has time to appear. He got the buff. When he got the fairy buff, look at this. They tried to appear and magicians like mage, I think it was the mage. And now the fairy buffed herself, I'm pretty sure. Another day in the fairy life. Another day in the fairy life. I need to just reroll the team a bit. Not reroll, like reposition. You know, I think the Lucky Strike gives you actually more money than the Mercenaries, because the Lucky Strike says 8% chance on a hit to actually give the unit a coin, right? How I'm understanding, 8% chance for attacks to cause enemies to drop golden death. So this is pretty much a debuff. If I hit an enemy 3 times, and if I hit an enemy 10 times, then there are 10 chances of 8% to attach a coin to it, and when it dies it drops a coin. While the Mercenary said chance for enemies to drop gold on death. So this is just a one-time attempt, and right at the moment of death there is an 8% chance for it to die or not. Well, this thing, first of all, it is 8% on death because you have to hit it to die, so it's already 8% on death. But if it doesn't die on one hit and it's like 2 or 3 or 5 hits, you might apply the coin to it, and then when it dies it's gonna drop it for you. I'm gonna pick up the Elementor here and drop the Merchant. This is 10 gold per round. Should I do it? I could do it. Let's do it. So now we're obviously go down to 100. Chronomancer has arrived. Let's see who's gonna drop for the Chrono. I think it's gonna be the Elementor. Yeah, it's gonna be the Elementor. I'm gonna pick up the Elementor later down the road. I mean, he's the slowest attacking mage from all of them. Magician is max level, so I will have him first to be able to actually tank with his face and pick up the Chrono here. And at this point, I should be good to go. This is pretty much the build for now. Yeah, this is the build for now. So let's just go through our money and have I picked up the Illusionist in the end or not? No, I think not. As Illusionist is a level 3. I'm pretty sure his name isn't Illusionist, but whatever. Wizard Squire. Let's continue. Wizard. Wizard. The name is Artificer. But he's a level 3 unit, so I can pick up the Artificer later down the road. You know what? Let's stick to... No, there's no reason to stick to anything. I'm gonna stick to... Okay, let's stop here. I'm gonna stick to specific numbers of money, only when the next wave is gonna be a hard one. Seems like the Psychino got the buff, so now he should be able to control everything. What I now need as passives is the attack speed. Yeah, do you see that? Do you see how many more? Do you see this? This is Lucky Strike only. This is not merchants, okay? And it is already giving us so much more money than I would normally gain by being merchants. The difference is, it's a joke how much more money we get from Lucky Strike. I think low-key, Lucky Strike is one of the better items if you're going for... If you're not in very high difficulties. Actually, no. It's just a good item because it gives you... It's as if you have a better version of the Mercenary Alliance without being mercenaries at all. Bane, no. Arcanist, Psychino. Elementor. Okay, we're gonna stop here as there is a high chance that I actually want to reroll my items a bunch of times. So let's just roll around and see what we get. Who got the attack speed, huh? Who got the attack speed? Plus the second unit too. The only thing I hate about the fairy is that she can actually give the buff to the Chronomancer, she can give the buff to the Psykeeper. Well, if we had a Psykeeper, she could have given the buff to Psykeeper. She can give the buff to the Squire, she can give the buff to herself. In my opinion, this is something that should definitely change. Because you know what would really be fun? It would really be fun to have a build which is gonna be supports plus fairy, and then the fairy was gonna give her buff only to the units that can take them, and that would not be the supports obviously, and therefore you could have like an extremely awesome team. But no, the game decided to go to the extreme opposite side so that you cannot actually cheese things like that. while it is awesome to choose things like that, I'm pretty sure the reason is most likely the programming. So when the code buff drops, when the code patch drops, I really hope the fairy is gonna get rerolled into becoming a lot stronger. Let's find what we actually care about, and that is none of these. Rearm, Hexatouch. I would like to get AoE though. Orange Amplify, not AoE damage. I would like to get AoE size. Damage 4, no. I would like also to get attack speed 3. Enchanted. Yep, perfect. I have 2 enchanters, so this is part of the build. Let's level this thing up to the max, as it is part of the build. Artificer, he's level 3. Let's see if there is something that maybe should drop. No Arcane, no. Wizard Fairy, Wizard Chronomancer, Squire. I could drop the Fairy and bring in the Artificer, as it's gonna be easier to pick up the Fairy later. No, it's a level 3 unit, man. I'm gonna find it. There's no problem about that. And let's stick to 26. Let's see now what happens. Who got the attack speed? Well, Psychino definitely got one of the attack speed buffs. I don't know if it's the mage related one or the enchanter buff. So the plan, normally speaking, the dream would be for the enchanter attack speed buff and the mage attack speed buff and the third position buff, everything to fall into the Psychino. And then the Psychino is gonna be like, everybody cycles, like boop, 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 everybody cycles. You will see it, it will happen at some point. I mean, the chance is pretty much 1 in 7 to hit it once, and then twice it would be 1 in 7 times 7. 40 something? 1 in 42? 48. Yeah, 1 in 48. Theoretically speaking. But it's not gonna be 1 in 48. Well, it's gonna be 1 in 48 to hit them both in a run, and it's gonna be more than 1 in 7 to hit at least one of them from Psychino. So I don't know the exact math right now because this is statistics and it's not just stats, math. It is statistics, right? Not statistics. I don't even know what it's called. You know what? Let's stick to 40. Because the next wave is gonna be the boss wave. Ooh, that is what happens when the Squire levels up. And also one of the buffs that actually hit the Psychino. And now I'm waiting for the Fairy to hit the Psychino. I want to see how fast this guy can cast. He's already casting pretty fast. Fairy giving buffs to random units. As always, another day, another Fairy. Whoa, look at this. When the first unit gets the buff, then everything dies the moment I go close to them. Let me showcase this again if it happens. Oh, the first unit already does that, even without the Fairy buff. Look how fast this first unit attacks. It's so stupid that it goes invis and doesn't do anything for some seconds. Maybe the worst level 3 in the whole game. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Well, if you disagree, you're wrong. I mean, it's definitely bad, because this unit has so much attack speed, and it just gains... You get damage immunity, and you also cannot attack. I don't know why they added the you cannot attack portion of it. Just give the unit the invisibility every X seconds. Who cares about it not being able to attack? As if it would be OP. It was too strong, guys. You cannot attack while also being damage immune. That doesn't make sense. The one dev speaking to himself. Dev, if you're watching this, I'm really not hating on the game. I just have opinions on the units and on the balance of the game. I mean, it makes sense, right? People playing the game should have opinions about the balance of the game. Even if they're negative or positive. I praise you for all the good things you do. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. When a new patch drops, you get praise for all the good things you added, but when the patch doesn't drop and people just wait and wait and wait, and the next patch drops a year later, then people are gonna just criticize everything that is in the game right now. So Psychino did not get the buff, and this guy's toast. I definitely want to get the attack speed. Stunning strike. Can I get the attack speed 3? So let's see, what am I missing? Items are gonna be speed 3, which I'm missing, reinforce, which I have, temporal chains, which is not mandatory and I'm missing, vulnerable, which I have, unleash, which is not mandatory and I'm missing, awakening, which I have, chronomancy, which I have, and enchanter, which I have. So the only unit that I'm really missing is the speed 3. So let's go and find speed 3 here. It's gonna cost us some money, but it doesn't matter. My money doesn't really matter right now. Also, if I find the thing that says more magnify, yeah, I'm gonna pick up magnify. Area size is extremely important in my opinion. It's not part of the build. I don't know why it's not part of the build, but intimidation is useless, so that's what we're gonna throw away. This boss, as far as I know, never gives you an item, so I'm just gonna beat this guy real quick here. Let's go down to 25. I know that for a fact that I'm gonna get 100 coins after this, so money is irrelevant right now. Yep, and let's go. I might even not get the income, although I think I will get the income here. So Psychino got one of the buffs, so you are gonna stay in there forever now, and you're toast. We won instantly, congratulations. Let's go looping. Let's press the button very slowly. Let's throw this thing away so I don't forget. And after I get my next item, I'm also gonna throw away Lucky Strike, and then we're done pretty much. Although I would like to throw away the Lucky Strike after the fact of getting something that I want. You know what, let's stick to 100 here. What am I really missing? I'm missing Psychino, who's a tier 4, so I'm gonna find it. Fairy, tier 4, I'm gonna find it. So I'm pretty much only missing a level on Chronomancer. Why did I reroll so fast? I'm still missing units. Yo, Sifd, what are you doing? Arcanist and Elementor are the two I'm missing. I would like to go for the Arcanist first, if possible, because the Elementor is actually a wizard and might actually steal some buffs from us. Could go also Flagellant. Psychino. Where's the Arcanist? Can I find an Arcanist? I'm definitely sure I found an Arcanist when I started to spam. But why did I spam? Nobody knows. Silencer Gambler, Warden Outlaw. This is the level 3. Yeah, this is the tier 3 level of the shop. Elementor. Might as well pick him up, and if I find the Arcanist later before I find other Elementors, I'm gonna pick him up too. Although I really hate the fact that Elementor... Ooh. Everything got destroyed. No, coins, coins! Why did I run away? Let's just go on, so that we still have money when we will go for the new item. As getting items is... Yeah, getting the right item is really important here. I need to get attack speed 3, which is the next item I'm gonna go for. I think it's called speed 3 or something. And everything's toast. Got even a coin out of it. Speed 3, let's see how fast we can find speed 3 here. How fast are we gonna find speed 3? Echo Barrage. Should I go for Echo Barrage? I could go for Echo Barrage with all this attack speed we're gonna have. But I wanna try this, I wanna test this, I wanna see this on paper. I just lost income. I wanna see Echo Barrage happening with all the attack speed we're gonna have, because I think it could be fun. Explosion galore. Yeah. I think I'm gonna stick to Echo Barrage. Because the good thing with Echo Barrage is 30% chance to create more AoEs, and if you have extremely high attack speed, that means almost always you get more AoEs. So I guess Lucky Strike is about to get dropped here, I guess. As far as I know, Echo, yeah, that's most likely gonna get dropped. So as I said, one of the items is Temporal Chains, which is that enemies move 30% slower. I don't find any real reason to go for that. So time to drop the Lucky Strike here, and for my last unit for the last item I'm gonna try to get speed 3, and then the build is pretty much complete. And you're toast. Yeah, Echo Barrage is definitely something that has to be part of this build, no questions asked about that. Let's see if we can actually find the item I need, and if I find Lucky Strike in between the rerolls, I'm gonna pick it up again. That is the Sifd tactic of doing things. Come on, give me the number 3, give me the number 3. Give me the number 3. Number 4, no. I'm gonna go down to all the money, as there is no reason to keep money anyway. I will find my units at some point, regardless. Death 6, Amplify, might as well pick Amplify up for now. It's not gonna really get used that much, but it is what it is. So let's go on here. Psychino got one of the buffs. At least my units have so much range. I see the explosion. Good things the explosion happen extremely slowly, as I am at New Game plus 0, where the explosions happen slowly. It's a bit sad that I'm not gaining any income anymore. Yeah, those in-between fights are definitely not gonna give us anything now. Look how many explosions we do. There seems to be some kind of bug related to AoE damage, because I see us going through these very fast. You know what I just realized? Am I recording? Yes, I am recording. Imagine. Let's throw this away and hope for that speed 3. I know. AoE damage, yo Sifd, what are you doing? You are almost on exclusively AoE. No. I am attack speed. The AoE part of this is the fun. Attack speed is the main thing. Ceremonial dagger, no, not really. Speed 3, give me the number 3, guys. Let's pick this up. I'm keeping whatever I can whenever I can. You know what? These are level 3 units, right? This is a tier 2 unit. I'm never gonna complete the Chronomancer if I don't find him right now. Nah, let's keep the money. The items are more important than the units. The units I can handle, especially now that they added the quality of life that you can de-level the shop. If I see that I'm missing a specific tiered unit, I just de-level the shop and pick it up. Not a hard thing to do. And also the units can be picked up slowly and steadily, while the items cannot really get picked up slowly. So I really need to get the attack speed item right now. A mentor, and yeah, I'm still waiting for the attack speed item. That item is also gonna give us 10 gold the moment I sell it, so we have 10 more coins than I normally should. Look at the Elementor go. Good for you, Elementor, good for you. The fairy still isn't leveled up to the highest level, so she's not providing enough attack speed yet. I also like the fact that I have healing. I have access to healing because of the fairy. It's really fun to have healing. And I'm pretty sure at some point the blues are just gonna pop us instantly and healing is gonna be relevant. 94 coins against an elite. Let's see how fast we're gonna destroy this guy. Yo, first of all, you're not even gonna move. Thank you. And now everybody's dead and we won. Tanking everything. Amplify again. No, this time I'm not gonna pick it up right away. Damage 4, no. Can I get attack speed 3? Resonance. Shoot 5. No. Come on, game. Give us the attack speed 3, please. Pretty, please. If I find Lucky Strike, I'm gonna pick it up, just so you guys know. Oh, speed 3 found it. So we are done with items 2. So 50% attack speed on the third unit. It's gonna be the Psychino. You know why? Because I want it to be the Psychino. I mean, I can pick up pretty much whatever I want or care about. Fairy. Is the fairy gonna level up? Maybe. Should I try the Elementor on the... First of all, let's try the Psychino on the third position. Let's see how fast this goes. I'm pretty sure he didn't even get hit by an attack speed thing. Can the fairy buff the Psychino, please? First of all, if the Psychino levels up, look at this. Whites everywhere, white circles everywhere. If the Psychino levels up, whenever he does his white thing, whenever it pops, enemies are gonna get toasted. Look at this. This is madness, man. How fast am I even attacking? Let's go down to 25. Psychino leveled up, so now he got his passive. For anybody that doesn't know, his passive is that enemies take 246 damage every time he does his cast. I still think he didn't got hit. I'm pretty sure this is the normal speed it goes for. Yeah, that's pretty normal. Look at this, look at the blue explosions, man. I don't think anything is ever gonna spawn, ever, from here on out. Wait. So I need a fairy, which is tier 4, and then I need a tier 2 unit and a tier 3 unit. I'm gonna de-level the shop. Might as well do it right now. Okay, should have de-leveled before I started re-rolling. De-leveling the shop is the right click. I'm still not sure if the Psychino got the buff or not. Still not sure. Actually, I don't know. It looks like a basic buff. First of all, I need the fairy to get to level 2. So that she can do her thing and buff 2 units. Why is the fairy a female? I don't know. In my mind, she is a female. I don't know why. Elementor. And fairy leveled up to the highest level. So let's now maybe get a buff. Yeah, now this is definitely buffed. Now I have to say that he's definitely got buffed randomly. Look how often he's shooting. Look at this. Everything is white. Everything is white. Nothing moves. This is so awesome when the Psychino gets hit. And now only the Chronomancer tier 2 units left. Let's go down to the level. Yeah, we find tier 2 units over here. At level 3. For an example now, the Psychino didn't get hit by anything. Pretty much. Yeah, but even if he just gets hit by the fairy, he should be able to control the whole field. Look what's even happening, man. Look what's happening. We're shooting so often, so fast. Everything's attacking extremely fast here. And now the Psychino got hit. Wait. Nothing is moving. Nothing is moving. I love this. I love this. This is so fun. This is a fun build. Thanks for the suggestion. Okay, so I guess Arcane Artificer is the next unit to get picked up next. So now we just go through the motions and defeat everything we find. You could say, yo Sifd, please don't put the Psychino on the 3rd position, play something else that does damage. And at that I have to say, no. I mean, we have so much damage. There is no reason to place something in the 3rd position. Look at this, I think Psychino got all the buffs. I don't even need to move. I can like stay here. Everything's gonna get locked into the Psychino bubble of lockness. Look how many bubbles gets. Oh, look, he even got the buff from the fairy now. Look, everything's becoming white as milk. Look at this. Look at this. This is crazy awesome. I'm pretty sure Magnify plus Echo Barrage is a must in this build. Echo Barrage plus all the attack speed I'm getting is so important. Let's try the Elemental 3rd. I just want to try it. I want to see if he can get... Ooh, that was fast. How fast is this filling up? Oh, it's not that fast. Can I get the fairy buff, please? Come on, fairy, you can do it. Yes, now she got it. That's the attack speed of the... Look at the attack speed of the Elementor now, I guess. I mean, it is what it is. I got also some Echo Barrage in here, but... Nah. It's not as fun as the Psychino. First of all, it's more dangerous, let's be honest here, because Elementor might not carry us. But I think, yeah, look at this crazy stuff that's happening over here, and that's not even the Elementor. Let's have the Psychino 3rd always. Always, always, always. Let's stick to the Psychino 3rd. He just got all the buffs again. It's gonna happen. Come on, fairy, do it. Come on, fairy, you can do it, you can do it. Come on, fairy. Hit him. Hit him. Fairy. Do it. I don't think fairy got it. No. Well, I'm having my fun here. I hope you guys are too. Fairy is failing us. Fairy, man. Bro. Sister. I hope I'm not offending anybody. She just did it. Look at the Psychino go. Everything is white. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, I just said I hope I don't offend anybody. I obviously mean it, but I just realized something. I think offending people and knowing what offends people is a bit language related, because it's a bit hard for me to realize when something might be offensive or not, as obviously I do realize some things that are extremely offensive, but some things that are language related, some slang or whatever, because we're not using it here at all, because nobody's speaking English here, I cannot know if some kind of yeah, some obviously there are the very obvious things that you can say that are extremely offensive, but I'm talking about random things like ma'am or you know what I just said. I don't know, some things sometimes feel like they might be offensive, but in my language they're not offensive, but this is not my language, so I don't know. And I'm also speaking to people from other not cities, countries, etc, etc, etc. So I think, yeah, maybe I should not be that much concerned about things. I'm obviously gonna be trying to, what's it called, trying my best to be as what's it called, yeah, I'm just gonna try my best not to make any big huge mistakes that are gonna be dangerous or whatever. Anyway, let's continue this. I'm having fun. Let's continue, let's just continue, and after this we're gonna, oh, yep, Psychino got all the buffs again. Where do you think you're going? Stay into the milky, the circle of milk. Continue this. This is so fun. This is so fun. I'm gonna go over my items. Oh, and I got everything again. So this guy is also not gonna move. And his crew is also not... Oh, he got away. How did he got away? Does the Psychino circle actually push enemies at the end of it? Pushes away when the area expires. No, Psychino, no! Let's get the Arcanist, which is a level tier 3 unit. And we are at the tier 3 right now. And when I say Arcanist, I mean I can't find him. Where is he? Ryo? What am I doing? I'm not randomly buying units. Where is he? You know what? Let me look at the build. The Artificer. Why is the Artificer part of this build? I guess because Artificer with attack speed is one of the better units? Maybe. Maybe Artificer with attack speed is one of the better units. I'm gonna try him. Let's try Artificer in 3rd position. Man, it is 45% to find one. Actually, yeah, no, the 45% part is working. Because I see a bunch of level tier 3s. Where is my Arcanist? Da-da-da-dun. Its name is Artificer. Da-da-da-dun. But where is he? Random singing music provided by Sifd. Yours truly, the random singer of your heart. Imagine in 3 years I'm gonna be like, yo, this guy's a singer, not a YouTube Let's Player. Singing career. I'm gonna get scouted. Let's go. Artificer, 3rd position. Let's see what he does. Why doesn't he have anything below him? Please don't tell me the Artificer doesn't spam units. What is this thing? Automation, shoot and move 50% faster, release 12 projectile on death. Spawns automation that shoots a projectile this way to damage. How often though? He doesn't have a bar. Why does the Artificer not have a bar? It's making me anxious. No, he is spawning yeah, look at this crazy stuff that's happening there. He actually is. Why doesn't he have a bar though? I don't understand why he doesn't have a bar. I'm gonna continue having the Artificer in the 3rd position. Just because I want to spawn like a million of those little dudes. Just for fun. So for my passives, Magician, invulnerable every 6 seconds, but also cannot attack. A useless level 3 unit. Arcanist, 50% attack speed for the orb, and 2 projectiles are released per cast. Automaton, shoot and move 50% faster and release 12 projectiles on death. Enemies take damage and are pushed away at the end. That's really bad, the pushing away, but whatever. Slows enemies by 60% for 6 seconds on hit. Thank you, Elemental, for the slow you provide. Creates 2 healing orbs and 2 units get the attack speed. Projectile chain 2 times. Very nice, wizard. Chronomancer, enemy takes damage faster. This is useless, but he is giving us attack speed. And Squire gives us all the buffs as always. So those are my level 3 units. If we're gonna make it through this, I will also showcase whatever else we're gonna pick up. At that point, we are already off course from whatever the build was. Because there is nothing else to go for after this, theoretically speaking. But I'm obviously gonna pick some things up. I could pick up Flagellant for more buffs. I could pick up... what else could I pick up? Maybe I should just pick up some more... I could pick up one more Nuker to maybe get the Nuker buff onto my Wizard and my Elementor. Although for the Elementor I don't really care. I still haven't spawned infinite little Guys, yeah, I don't think the attack speed is a good idea on him. He just spawned 2. Yeah, you know what? Let's not give this guy the attack speed. Let's give the attack speed to the... You know what? Let's give it to the Arcanist for a round. Let's see how fast this guy can shoot out. Definitely gonna be something crazy again. Ooh, it's very crazy. Look at this, look at this! Look at this! It's the Arcanist spawn of Doom. He's spawning like 1,000 units per second. He's like, go, 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 go! And everything is attacking on its own too. It's crazy. I like the Arcanist too. I hated the Arcanist in the beginning, and I still don't think it's an extremely good unit later on. But early on it's good. You know what, I could go for a Witch. I mean, we are pretty much into Sorcerers at this point, so why not go for the Witch? The fewer mages I have, the better it's gonna be for the one mage gets 100% attack speed buff. So I think I would have liked to avoid getting mages, more mages into this. I don't want to give any crazy bad mage some kind of buff, so forget the mages. Nucleus is a good idea, and I think Sorcerers is also a good idea. As Sorcerers is gonna buff my already existing Sorcerers. So I already got 2, right? Yeah, I got the Artificer and the Arcanist. You know what? Let's get the Psychino here on the 3rd position, so that we are sure that we always have that. Cycle of Doom protecting us from pretty much everything. I'm gonna try to avoid everything again. Yeah, I see all the bullet hell that's happening. I'm pretty sure because this New Game Plus 0 we will be able to hit at level 100. But whenever I say things like that, we're instantly losing. I like setting up some red flags here and there, so we have some mines to avoid. But yeah, red flags ahoy. Sifd, the red flag master. That's me. You say... you say easy floor, everything's nice. I say easy floor, we instantly die. Easy fight, we're dead. Easy boss, we're dead. Whoop, Arcanist got the buffs, so this boss is not gonna move really. And that was it pretty much. I really like the fact that the Psychino is actually one-shotting pretty much everybody, because other than his 260 something damage he does, I also have vulnerable, so enemies are taking 30% more. So he's doing about 300 on his own. Every single cycle does 300. I don't think anybody that gets into a cycle can somehow survive the cycle ending and popping them off. And if that wasn't enough, you also got the 30% chance for a bunch of Echo Barrage, Destruction of Doom from all the other units. And then if that wasn't enough, we also got the Arcanist bullets and the Illusionist, the Artificer bullets flying all around the place and doing their thing and like running around. Just being a general protection of us in general. So what's the next unit's gonna be? I was thinking about Witch, to be honest. To be completely honest. If not Witch, then what is the question? The thing is, no matter what I pick up, I am gonna lose attack speed from the Fairy, as units that are not really that good will actually take the attack speed away from the Fairy. But it's not that I really care about it, and I think I should go for Witch plus Volcanist, maybe. I think Volcanist is a good idea, or I could go for Gambler even. But Gambler is not really that big of a choice. The only reason I would go for Gambler was gonna be for the global aspect of it, and the Gambler also has the upside of if the Gambler has an extremely high attack speed, plus us having 4 sorcerers, plus his passive of having chance to double and triple cast, sometimes the Gambler just pops everything extremely fast. But I don't think I have any care in the world about offensive items like Gambler. I think I should go for Witch. Witch seems to be the right decision. Not 100% sure. As I said, the other choice would be to go with another enchanter like Flagellant or something. Could also give us more spheres for the Psychino spinny thing. Right? Also Flagellant, max level, has so much HP. Yeah, I think I will go for Flagellant, to be honest. I think Flagellant is a good choice. Yeah, let's go for Flagellant next. And then right now I have room for right now I have 9 units. So theoretically speaking, if I get to loop 100, I will have 12 slots. So my slots, the next slot's gonna be Flagellant, and then after that I will go Witch, and then after that I will go Volcanist. That is my plan of action right now. And I think it's a good plan. Maybe the only downside is that I'm not gonna be Nukers. But do I need to be Nukers? I mean, doesn't really look like it. Doesn't look like my problem is AoE whatsoever. 69! Let's go! What a nice level. Psykino got the buff again, so now we're just waiting for Psykino to get the fairy buff too. I'm pretty sure there is some kind of bug with AoE, because AoE is clearing the rooms, the waves so fast. Yeah, look at this. I mean, I'm rarely getting double spawns with this. I mean, right now I'm getting like 1,000. But for some reason, when there aren't double spawns, AoE is one of the ways where enemies die extremely fast. The waves go through extremely fast. Whites, let's go! 17. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Flagellant and Witch. Flagellant, Witch and Volcanist. And then I'm gonna be Sorcerer's 4. So I will have even more things that are gonna spawn all around the universe. And yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Especially with the Witch spawning 1,000 little guys. And don't forget, level 3 Witch also shoots out projectiles from her spawnage. So I'm gonna have the Artificer, the Arcanist, and the Witch spawning turret-esque things. And I will have the Volcanist, the Wizard, the Mage, and the Elementor to spawn all the AoE related things. And then AoE damage. And then I will also have the Psykino, or as we used to say, the Psycho Kino, to keep everything at bay. And yeah, that's pretty much its job actually, keep everything at bay. And let's hope that the greens at level 100 do not actually give more movement speed than the speed of light. Because at this point I think I can trap speed of light. But if the enemy is faster than the speed of light, then maybe we have some problems. What am I even talking about? Look at this, look at the machine gun. Did you see that? Go back like 5 seconds and look at the machine gun at the 3rd position. It was like everything, it was shooting extremely fast. Look at this machine gun, it's happening again. It's just shooting. And the thing is, I think it's the Wizard, and the Wizard says that it's projectile bounce 2 times. So it's machine gunning, bouncing AoE exploding projectile that also has a chance to burst into more AoEs. This is so fun. This is such an awesome build. I really like it. Really like it. Maybe my most fun build yet. Maybe one of the most powerful ones too. Let's see how it fares against New Game Plus, against Loop 100. I really want to see how this fares against Loop 100. 150 even. Does anybody believe we can hit Noob 200? I don't think anybody has ever gotten more than 175. I don't think 200 has ever got hit by anybody ever in this game. I'm pretty sure the high score should be 170 something. Not should be, is. I'm pretty sure that is the high score. So let's just hope for the best. The moment we lose 1 unit is the moment we're gonna ultra panic instantly and you know, throw everything around and like be like, oh, panic mode. Because right now we're not even getting touched from the enemies. Enemies are not touching us. I really like the fact that even if we get full on surrounded, I always have the Psykino to cycle some enemies into one corner and then I can like go close to them. Because if there is a Psykino circle somewhere, the place here around it, so this place here is extremely safe, as enemies cannot really get out of this. For example, this is a safe space right now. Whenever I'm at the outer skirts of a Psykino circle, I'm extremely safe. The only way I can get hit on those circles is either a yellow flinging something towards me, or a blue exploding. Otherwise, I don't think I'm in danger at all. And the thing is that even if enemies are inside of the circle and are trying to get out, the moment the circle pops, they get hit for about 300 plus, because don't forget I have vulnerable. So most of the time they don't even survive the end of the circle. So it is really, really safe in the outer skirts of those white circles. So even if I get full on surrounded, the moment the circle spawns, I just can go into the circle and I'm safe. I'm safe from everything. There's no reason to be afraid. What is happening? Can this wave end? Please? Do you know what? If there is one thing I don't like about this game, I'm always starting with this. Why am I always starting with saying, if there is one thing that I don't like, and then it's like the 5th thing I had said. Oh, he got every single buff. Let's go! He didn't get the fairy buff though. Boo. Boo, fairy, boo. So one of the things I don't like in this game is that there are those extremely big waves. Why is there a level with 14 waves? I mean, why? And we won. Let's not make a mistake here. Loop. Off we go. So now we pick up the Flagellant, which is level 3 unit, so let's level down and let's go and find him. Flagellant has been found. Now I'm gonna have even more spinny balls, and also I'm gonna have some buffs slowly giving us some stats. And I'm also gonna have a backline unit to get hit. Plus it's gonna have its own spinny Psycho Orbs. So that's the Flagellant, times 2 Flagellant max HP, so he will be survivable and grants 12% damage to all allies per cast instead of 4. So every time that guy is casting, it's gonna give us 12% damage to everybody. I don't know why the Flagellant Psycho Orbs are so spinning so fast. I hope it's not because he got the attack speed buff. Yeah, it seems like it was because he had gotten the attack speed buff, as right now his sphere is a bit slower than it was before. So maybe Flagellant was not the best idea, but I do not care. I do not care at all. I think it is a good idea, as popping enemies instantly is gonna be one of the ways we're not gonna die. Maybe it's not. I don't know. We will see. First of all, the Flagellant has a high chance of dying on his own, as every second he gains, not every second, every cast he gives 12% damage to everybody. He's giving him himself also 12% damage. So, oh, also don't forget he gave us already 10% damage just by being an enchanter. So that's also nice. Maybe defense is something we should have gone for, but I don't think, other than the Squire, I don't think there is anything you can do for defense. I'm not talking about items, obviously, I'm only talking about units. I don't think there is any defensive unit. People have told me in the comments that the Warden does not shield the units, it just protects you from contact damage. Actually, that doesn't even make sense. Yeah, the Warden does not protect you from the blue projectiles or the white projectiles. The Warden only protects you from enemies roaming you, and it pretty much shields 2 units, so it's a really bad unit as a defensive unit. So we can forget that guy. Forget the Warden completely. What do you think you're gonna do, huh? Huh? Let's continue. So after this, next up is gonna be the Witch, because I want to have those projectile bouncing, shooting, poisoning, everything thing on the field. Also, the Chronomancer is gonna buff the damage that the Witch does, as he is actually providing more DPS for dot skills. Okay, I got hit a bit. Let's heal up. That's why we have the Fairy after all. I mean, why would I not pick up the healing? Flagellant still is not one-shotting himself, so it's pretty decent. I think the Flagellant is okay. I'm not sure. I don't think he is really good, but I think he is okay. And I mean, what else am I gonna go for in this build? I could go for a bunch of AoE and even more Yeah, I could go for a bunch more AoE, but do you see us having a problem with damage? I don't even see us having a problem with AoE damage or whatever. Well, you could say, yo Sifd, if you don't have a problem with damage, why would you go for a damage boosting character? Yeah, you might be right about that, but... whatever. Let me think about what I could go for. I could go for... I survived everything. Survived everything. What could I go for? Well, I could definitely go for the wizard. As I said, I could go for the volcanist and the witch. Maybe after that... yeah, I mean, if you think about it, what else was I really gonna go for? If we were talking about AoE, a cannoneer? Like, yeah, I will go for the volcanist next. Yeah, the next pick is definitely gonna be the volcan. No, nah. You know, that's the problem here. The witch is gonna give us those mini turrets. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the witch. She is overall a more safe option. While the volcanist is gonna give us 2 buffs, it's gonna give us... no, the volcanist is only gonna give us nukers. Yeah, while the volcanist is gonna give us nukers... oh, wait a minute, I can go mages. Yeah, while the volcanist is gonna go give us nukers, the witch actually is better on her own. That's why I'm thinking about most likely picking that up. I could throw away the flagellant and pick up a mage. But which mage? I don't think there are any other good mages left. I mean, the choices are Cryomancer and Pyromancer, which are obviously not on the list. And then Spellblade. And I don't think I want to pick up Spellblade. Yeah, I don't think I want to pick up Spellblade. I mean, he is fun and all, but he isn't AoE. Him having a high attack speed is good, because he can spawn like the blades in the middle of the field and they will spin around very fast. Nah, I'm not gonna go Spellblade. Let's forget the Mage's Alliance. It's gonna stick at 5 for the rest of the game. I don't care. If I'm missing some mage... whoa, look at this! Look at him, look at him, look at him go, look at him go! Look at him, and that was it. He got the fairy buff, that was it. Wow, that was so awesome. And he got it. No, he didn't get it again. This is basic attack speed. Arena cleared, enemies still spawning. I don't understand how those bugs got through. Sometimes it feels the game just was... okay guys, it's chunky, but we don't care. We don't care that it's chunky, it's part of the game. I'm excited about the new coding base, the new code changes. And I really hope the new code changes are gonna add a bunch of things. I'm pretty sure the one thing that's definitely gonna get added is statistics for the units. So that is something I'm really excited about. It will give us a better understanding of how good the Jester is. The only thing I think about is the Jester. Ooh, I could go Blade. I could throw away... I can throw away the Flagellant. Pick up the Blade. And then what? Pick up the Blade for the nukers? I mean, I am gonna go nukers with the Volcanist, so who cares? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Let's not. Oh, I made a mistake. What did I lose? The guy that is supposed to be able to go damage immune. That is what I lost. You had one job, bro. You had one job. To go damage immune at a point in the game where you will not die, where you were about to die. Do you even realize how often the Psychino is casting? Can you realize that? Look how often the Psychino is casting. The Psychino is keeping everybody at bay. Everybody. Nothing can move. Nothing can move. Look how many white circles there are on the field. In the beginning of this, I said like 3 or 4 Psychino circles, and now we have like 10. 20 even. And now somebody's gonna comment. No, I have seen the video and I saw that the most circles you ever spawned were 17. Psychino got all the buffs already. He didn't get fairy. Boo. Boo. I'm sure there will be like a commenter saying next run go fairy, fairy, chronomancer, squire, and the same items you just had, plus Psychino, and just hope 1 and 4th to hit. Actually, if I do that, it's 1 and 2 to give the attack speed buff to the chronomancer, the mage's attack speed buff, and then it's gonna be 1 and 4 to give them the enchanter attack speed buff to the Psychino. I could do a stupid run like that based on this one. Psychino level 3 because I need to have some damage. Psychino level 3, chronomancer, fairy, squire, and the items the same I have right now. It's gonna be stupid though. I can't do it today even. I could do it right now if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna do it obviously, as this is gonna be a level 200 infinite loop. How long are we along the video? I'm gonna look next. I'm gonna look in a bit. You know, it doesn't really feel like the Flagellant is doing anything, although he is. You know, that's the bad thing with Flagellant. You don't really feel his power. 12% damage boost is not a joke, and enemies are already surviving a bit. The yellows are mostly surviving, and they also get some time to fling some units at me. So good on them, I guess. Yeah, I definitely need the damage boost. Let's keep the Flagellant in. Again, as I said, he's giving us 10% damage boost from being an enchanter, and then another 12% when he hits himself. Which is next. And instantly wave 4. Because it's bugged. Uh-oh. We survived, somehow. The cross... the X shows bottom right and the enemies spawn in the middle. Don't trust anything in this game. It shows you where the enemies are gonna spawn, but they don't spawn there. It's mostly a suggestion. The enemies might spawn there, but it's not. Yeah. Well, it bugged out again, and we instantly from wave 5 we went to wave 10 and beat the boss right away. And now it's gonna be the 14 wave fight, right? Oh, it's the 12 wave fight. Wow. Boring. And we are instantly at wave 5. Can we get lucky again and go instantly to wave... Perfect! Wave 10! Okay, now we're gonna be a bit unlucky here and we're gonna get stuck at wave 10 for about 20 waves. That does make sense. Well, it makes sense in this game. We're gonna get stuck at wave 10 for another 20 waves. Oh, we went away. Nice, nice. We were lucky today. Well, it seems like we are stuck at wave... Oh, we did it. This should be done, right? Yes, nice, 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 nice. And now we go to the 14 wave fight, which is the biggest fight in the game. Let's hope we are lucky and somehow we get a spawn from wave 1 to wave 12 instantly. Could be nice, skipping 10 waves at the second, within 1 second. We aren't starting very good right now. We aren't starting very good. Wave 2. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Off to wave 20 with us. Nope. Wave 4. Come on. 6, 7. No, no. Well, we're stuck at 7. As you see, still not afraid about anything. Let's go pick up some heals for the Flagellant there. Psychino is keeping everything at bay as always. I don't need to be afraid about anything. Actually, I said the most safe spot is close to the circles, in the outer skirts of circles. Well, it's even safer in places where there are no circles. As the Psychino at this point is spawning so many circles that the only point where enemies cannot go... If there is no circle somewhere, the enemy cannot go there. That's how many circles we have. Although I still believe that the safest spot is in the outskirts of circles. Can we defeat this wave, please? Did we get stuck at wave 13 again? Is it okay that I'm singing sometimes? Content provider. 14 waves. And we won. Nice, 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 nice. Off we go to the next wave, and now Witch will join our ranks at level 100. Imagine losing here. Although I'm not sure we can actually lose, as we actually have the infinite Psychino circles of infiniteness. Yeah, boss is already dead. We lost the Psychino! Abort everything! Psychino died, wow. 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 Okay, we still got the extremely high attack speed. And you're dead. Nice. And there are a bunch of blues. Run! And come back. Nice. We tanked with the damage immune guy. I saw an enemy hit us in the end. 125. Here we go. Let's pick up the Witch, which is a level 3 unit. Assassin. Where is she? Where's her? Volcanist could be picked up here, but no, I'm gonna go for the Witch first. I know that the Volcanist is gonna help us out because he's giving the Nuclear buff, but I think Witch is more important here. First of all, Witch is gonna get boosted by the Chronomancer buff too, so it's pretty much potato potato, with the difference that the Witch is gonna have extremely high DPS with all the little bullets she's gonna spawn. If we find her today though, please game. Thank you, she's a level 2 unit. Well, let's go down then. I did not know she was a level 2, I'm sorry. And now we will... is level 2 the best for level? Yeah, I think it is. 45% is the highest you can get in a... on a level, on a tier. And again, sometimes I have some bad things to say about the game. Not the bad things, some... you know, gripes, I think it's called. I have some gripes to say. But sometimes I have to say thank you. Thank you for adding the de-leveling of the shop as a thing that you can do. It's the best change added in the game from the things that I wanted to get added. Thank you. It's really nice seeing a game get getting leveled up. Let's have him in the 3rd position to see how the Witch goes. Wow. The Psychino got almost all the buffs. Ooh, look how many orbs she's spawning. You got Witch everywhere. Is Witch maybe the new carry of the 3rd position? Is Witch the new carry? Is Witch the new carry is my question. Or is she not? I'm gonna stick with her in the 3rd position for some rounds. We will decide later. Because don't forget, all these little things shoot. Every single purple thing shoots when enemies try to come close to us. Because look, Witch level 3, the area releases projectiles, each dealing 67 damage, and chaining once. I didn't even know that. Wow. 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 And the thing is, she's also sorcerer, so every 4th time she casts another one. They tried to come close to us. They tried. Look how many circles there are on the field. Even if I lose almost all my units, I have so many circles right now in the field. It doesn't matter what the enemies do. It does not matter at all what the enemies do. It doesn't matter what anybody does, actually. Nothing matters. She didn't get any buffs. Yeah, she's also... Yeah, but the Psychino got some buffs. Man, no matter what happens, if somebody gets any buff, we win. But that doesn't even make sense. Always somebody gets a buff. Exactly. Instantly died. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Witch was a very good addition to the team. Very strong pick. And the Witch, overall, the Witch is a very good character. So I'm happy about that. I'm really happy about the addition of the Witch in the game, and I'm also really happy about how powerful she is. Overall, if a unit is powerful, people will play it, people will find it fun, people will like it. If a unit is trash, Warden, people will quickly realize how trash it is and straight up not pick it up ever. As I have seen time and time again, a lot of developers think that if you nerf everything to death, then people are gonna get forced to start playing with the other things. Bro, if people want to play something and you nerf it so that people play with the one thing that they don't want to play with because you want them to play with that, what's even happening? Look, the witch got the... Look at this. When the witch got the fairy buff. So yeah, if you nerf something to make people play the other things that are unnerfed because you want them to play that other thing that you have done, just buff it, man. Just buff the other thing. Do not nerf things that people like. And again, I am talking about single player games. I'm not talking about multiplayer games. In multiplayer games, there has to be balance, there has to be nerfs. You cannot always buff because then you will have power creep. But in single player games, in farm games, in roguelikes, in everything that's pretty much single player related, just buff, guys. It doesn't matter. I mean, don't buff out of proportions, obviously. Don't just scale numbers or whatever. Just buff in a way so that it's more fun, does more things. And overall, just make things more fun. That's my opinion. For example, the guy with the electricity. Wow, we got sniped. Two shots got into one unit of ours. So, yeah, for example, the electricity guy, you want to buff that guy? Just give him permanent electricity. You know what? We're gonna die from these blues. We won. Oof. 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 We were so lucky. And you know what? Witch, yeah, I will go ahead and say Witch in the third position is better than Psychino in the third position. As yeah, it's pretty important to have all those. Oh, look at the Psychino go, and he isn't even in the third position. He got both buffs and the fairy buff. Wow. So yeah, the Witch does damage globally, and even if she dies, she will still provide with all the damage she did. So I will go ahead and say having the Witch get all the attack speed is a bit more important, as I want to have all those things on the field to be able to keep myself alive. As the Psychino is good and all, but let's be honest here. 2 or 3 cycles are good enough. I do not need 1,000. Look at this, look at this. What is this used for? I mean, it's fun. It's awesome. It's awesome, okay? It's extremely awesome. And it's fun, but I don't think it's needed. What is needed is for the Witch to get as many buffs as possible. Now she got some attack speed buffs, for example. Do you see how much damage she does? Do you see this? I'm just spawn. Oh, look at those blues there. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Dance, dance, dance. I YOLO'd in on purpose, obviously. Yeah. Buffs don't always need to be damage. Electricity guy, the electricity enchanter, you know what he needs? He needs to be a permanent buff. As simple as that. What else? Warden. Make him block projectiles, make him deflect projectiles, make him buff more units first of all. He's buffing only 1 unit, and when he levels up, he buffs 2. Make him buff 1, 2, and 3, or make him buff 2, 3, and 4. And then on the max level, give him something like, I don't know, shielding. Make him give a buff to the units after the shield expires. So you could make the... Yeah, you can make him heal 1, 2, and 3. Shield 1, 2, and 3. Make him, first of all, protect from projectiles too. And make him, when he levels up, the buff gives a shield. So even when the buff expires, the unit stays shielded. And make the shield something small. It doesn't need to be something extremely high. If I don't know the stats right now, but I'm gonna randomly say that if units have, let's say, 100 HP, give a shield of 20 HP or 30 HP or something, just so that you have a little buffer. Or make it a one-hit shield. Well, that would be overpowered, but make it a one-hit shield. Even if it's a small shield or a critter that pops it, it doesn't matter. Just make it the first hit you get is countered. First of all, as you can see here, we have lost half our units, but we're still staying strong. Because look at this, we have so much AoE, man. I'm gonna stick with the Witch at the 3rd position. I'm ready for comments telling me that the Witch at the 3rd position was not a good idea and you should have stuck with the Psychino. To that I have to say, I disagree. Look at this, I can stay away from everything and just let the Witch thing do its thing. Now the enemies cannot come close to us. Because it's not only the dot that's killing them, it's also all these things are shooting. Everything is shooting. Everything. We got 1,000 turrets on the field right now. Yeah, I don't know why I'm excusing myself. There's no reason for me to give you guys excuses. Which is better than the Psychino in regards to this build. And she just got the fairy attack speed. Look how many things she's spawning. Look at this. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. And when I get the moment I get the Volcanist into this team, she's gonna be even more crazy. And Psychino just got the Enchanter, the Elementor buff. Not the fairy buff. I see the blues. I see the blues. Try to avoid them. Let's go and pick up the healing. Because I got hit a bit. See the blues again, as I said. What is that green unit? Ah, it's the fairy. Is it weird that I think that the fairy coloring is weird that it's green? I see the greens. I saw the bullets there. I tried to avoid everything. What color could the fairy be? No, I think green is a good color for her. Well, seems like the witch got a bunch of buffs. Yep. It's a bit hard to see where the blues are. I just went next to one. I just lost a unit. As long as the unit I'm losing is not the witch, we are safe. Well, I have to say though, oh, we lost the witch. Well, let's see how long we're gonna have those witch little things in the field to keep us alive. You see, the witch is dead, but we still got some of those little things that are running around. We are at wave 8, like, for a year now. Can we go away from a wave 8, please? We're gonna die at wave 8. We're gonna die at this wave. Thank you. We lost our first unit at wave 8, and the game ended, and another 20 units at wave 8 too. And you're toast. Oh, you survived. Okay, okay. And at this point, we have arrived at the easy stage of the game. There won't be any more blues coming to us, so we are pretty laxed now. There will be some blues here and there, but overall the hardest part's gonna be to survive the 12 and 14 wave fights. Mostly because timing, nothing else really. Because they're gonna last long. No other reason other than that. And also there are a bunch of yellows in these, so they are pretty survivable. Otherwise, this is gonna be easy peasy. We just hope we don't get random yellow flinging us to death. That is the only thing that we have to avoid. When I began this game, I was praising the music being from Shapes and Beats, etc. At this point, I have heard this music for so long. I've played this game so often, and it being only 2... The good thing is that the music is like 2 or 3 songs, it's not only one. But because I recognize 1 or 2 songs, and then after you remove the ones that I recognize and leave whatever is left... Well, there aren't many left, Rio. So it's the 1 or 2 songs that I recognize from Shapes and Beats, and then 1 or 2 others that I, at this time I got used to them. Whoa! So, yeah, it's becoming a bit repetitive here, boys. Let's hope some more music gets added. Doing the snake maneuver. Enemies trying to come close to us while we have Psychino to keep us... Whoa, look at this! Psychino is barely keeping everybody at bay. Barely. Is it because he isn't... yeah, is it because I haven't boosted his attack speed, so he cannot spawn 1,000 million white circles? Or is it because the enemies can actually stay alive anyway, can move within the circles anyway? You know, I start to lose faith on the we will get to level 200 plan I had. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get toasted at the next stage. Pretty sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna beat this. If nothing unlucky happens at the 12 wave fight and the 14 wave fight, if nothing unlucky happens there, I don't see us losing. But overall, I don't think we will be surviving the next loop, as it's already getting out of hand. So one hit does about 70% of our life, maybe 80. So on the next wave, I'm pretty sure at the fights where the enemies are gonna be like 20,000 blues, we're gonna get toasted. Something random's gonna happen and we're gonna lose 7 units or something, and then we're gonna die. But I'm preparing for that. This build is awesome, man. Look at this. I'm just running around and everything is covered. Everything is everywhere. I don't even need to do anything. Just looping around and just having fun with my witch and the rest of the crew. I'm sorry if the field of vision or the level is full on blurry because I have too many units at this time shooting, and the witch pretty much is making everything extremely, I don't know, blurred. Yeah, the witch is a bit bad about that, on that aspect, but it's fun nonetheless. Almost sniped the witch there. Almost sniped the witch, my dude, and I think she's gonna die. Yep, I just lost the witch. It was a bit obvious for some reason, and we are already at the 12 wave. We are at the wave where I said that there is a high chance we're gonna die at this wave if we are gonna lose my units early, and what went ahead and happened? We lost the unit early. And it was the witch even. Uh-oh. Well, we were lucky today because the X showed the middle and nothing spawned in the middle. Sometimes the game is with us. Okay, keep us alive, Psychino. Keep us alive, Psychino. Should I go back to the Psychino tactic? Should I go back to the Psychino carry tactic? I don't know. It starts to feel better than the witch. Psychino is my first unit right now. We are still at wave 4? Guys, we lost. We lost. I'm sorry, but we lost. I'm not gonna escape and try to reset this. It's happened. I told you, we're either gonna die at the explosive round or we're gonna die at the thing with the 12 waves or the 14 waves if we're gonna lose a unit early, and we lost witch at wave 2. Also, we didn't get the bug. If you saw, we didn't get the bug that propels you from wave 1 to wave 6 and then from wave 7 to wave 11. So we got 4 waves that each were the opposite bug. So wave 1 was lasting 1,000 years, wave 2 was lasting 1,000 years, so... It is what it is. This was a given, like, this was one of the prediction of how this run was gonna end, so it's not bad. In my opinion, this is exactly what I was sure was gonna happen. I have to say though, here something. I'm only speaking, in the beginning I spoke about it, but now I have stopped talking about this. So about new game levels, new game 1, new game 0, new game 2, new game 3, new game 5, whatever. The difficulty is there, the difficulty change, but it seems like when you start looping, after the first loop, so in the very first loop you still feel like you're at new game plus 0, but after the second or the third loop, especially when you hit the levels 100 plus, it doesn't matter at what new game you are, because I was at new game 0 here, and it almost felt like it was at new game 4 looping. Obviously it's not the same, okay, but the difficulty spike is extremely quick to happen. And yeah, I think if I'm gonna do infinite loops, might as well do that. Might as well stick to lower levels to have an easier early game. Well, it doesn't really matter. The whole thing here was to follow the guide, not the guide, the build. I'm a bit sad we didn't get the Volcanist into the run, but I don't think it really matters, because most of the run was already shown at the 1 hour mark, so in the end we just made a bit more of our... yeah, we just continued having fun with this thing. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, drop a like, helping out the channel. Suggestions about what weird run you would like to see me do are always welcome. As I said, theme-specific runs like this attack speed, explosive, mages, AoE thing is more welcome than just Yo Sifd Go Rogues. But even Yo Sifd Go Rogues might be fun if you guys want it. I mean, I have a list and I'm writing things onto it. And yeah, whatever you say, reading the comments as always. Sifd here, and thanks for watching, and see you guys around.